Okay, so marble. 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 Kindly mark the distance. 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 Okay, so marble. Who's doing the class? Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Who's doing the class? Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Who's doing the class? Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Who's doing the class? Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Who's doing the class? Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Who's doing the class? Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Kindly mark the distance. आवाज आ रही है? Okay, so marble. Okay, I'm audible now properly. 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 Class start करें. Okay, I'm audible now properly. Class start करें. Okay, I'm audible now properly.
क्लास स्टार्ट करें हम? ओके, हम ऑडिबल नाउ प्रॉपर्ली? क्लास स्टार्ट करें हम? ओके, हम ऑडिबल नाउ प्रॉपर्ली? क्लास स्टार्ट करें हम? ओके, हम ऑडिबल नाउ प्रॉपर्ली? क्लास स्टार्ट करें हम? ओके, हम ऑडिबल नाउ प्रॉपर्ली? क्लास स्टार्ट करें हम?
Please confirm me if my voice is clear or not. I'm a little bit in doubt
हम ऑडिबल नाउ प्रॉपर्ली?
regarding the audio sound.
क्लास स्टार्ट करें हम?
Please confirm me if my voice is clear or not. I'm a little bit in doubt. Confirm me,
हम ऑडिबल नाउ
anyone,
प्रॉपर्ली?
regarding the audio sound.
क्लास स्टार्ट करें हम?
Please confirm me if my
Four people are
voice
there.
is kindly confirm me anyone clear or not. I'm a little bit in
Okay,
doubt. Confirm me,
I'm audible now
anyone,
properly?
regarding the audio sound.
क्लास स्टार्ट करें?
Please confirm me if my
Four people are
voice
there.
is kindly confirm me anyone clear or not. I'm a little bit in
Okay,
doubt. Confirm
I'm
me,
audible now
anyone,
properly?
regarding the. Okay, is it clear now? Okay, is it clear now? हाँ अभी ठीक है. Okay, fine. So I got the problem. Okay, is it clear now? हाँ अभी ठीक है. चलिए. You people are too much. You have not replied whether the sound is coming or not. No problem. I have fixed it from my own end. ठीक है. Thank you for your cooperation, people. So basically, that day I have talked about n number of the things. I have talked about basically uh, I have talked about overall formation of the classification complete syllabus. I have talked about. ठीक है ना, मैंने बात किया था basically what is the syllabus of geography. So there I have talked about क्या क्या चीजों के बारे में बात किया था. That overall जो main चीज आपको पढ़नी है, which is, what is that? That is your physical geography. ठीक है ना, and physical geography the first thing that we have talked about was that overall earth and solar system, ठीक है, and geomorphology, that is the overall formation of the earth. इन सब चीजों के बारे में हमने बात किया था. ठीक है, उसी के आगे बात करते हैं हम लोग अन्य चीजों के बारे में आज बात करेंगे. सबसे पहले कुछ डेफिनेशंस उसको देखेंगे एंड देन आई विल टॉक अबाउट सम एन नंबर ऑफ द थिंग्स. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट सम डेफिनेशंस आ गया. देखते हैं क्या लिखा है यहाँ पे. ओवरऑल ये डेफिनेशन, ये कौन सी डेफिनेशंस है? ये पुरानी डेफिनेशंस है, सॉरी इंग्लिश में पढ़ाना इज फॉर इट. So what are these definitions? These are the old definition that we have already came across. ठीक है ना? These are the old definition that we have already came across. जो हम बात कर चुके हैं, that what is the meaning of the earth? That is the study of the earth is known as the geography. Clear? Now, and this is the overall field of the study that we have already came across. ठीक है ना? I've talked about that day the physical geography. I've talked about the human geography. ठीक है? And I've talked about the biogeography. ठीक है ना? Physical geography में what will study? Geomorphology, overall the formation of the landform will study. That day I have given the brief of the same. Climatology will discuss about the climate. Hydrology will study about the waters. And soil geography, overall how the formation of the soil happens. And now, if we are finding one particular type of soil at a particular place, geography overall, ठीक है ना? If we are finding one particular type of the crop at a particular place, so what is the reason behind it? ठीक है. And geomorphology, ये जो है ना physical geography. In the physical geography, है ना, these are the only 4 topics that you need to study. 3 topics especially. ठीक है. Now, अब बात करते हैं. Now next we'll talk about overall the origin of Earth. Okay, we'll talk about overall the origin of Earth, that how the Earth has taken place. ठीक है. So that is something you need to understand, that overall the origin of Earth. So that day I have said, I have explained, I have given you a brief of overall origin of Earth, okay, that how the origin of the Earth has taken place. ठीक है. So there, what you need to understand about a theory that is known as the Big Bang theory. Big Bang theory. So Big Bang theory is the theory that you need to understand. What is this Big Bang theory? According to this Big Bang theory, overall जो अर्थ था, ठीक है, वो एक क्या था? It was in the very dense format. यानी कि पूरा जो अर्थ क्या है, मतलब पूरा जो यूनिवर्स था, ठीक है ना, हम बात करते हैं यूनिवर्स के बारे में. ठीक. सो द कंप्लीट यूनिवर्स वाज इन अ वेरी डेंस फॉर्मेट, बहुत डेंस फॉर्मेट में था, इतना डेंस में था। फिर उसके बाद धीरे धीरे क्या हो गया, धीरे धीरे एकदम से वो क्या हो गया, स्लोली स्लोली, ठीक है, सडनली सडनली इट जस्ट क्रिएटेड, ठीक है ना, इट जस्ट इवॉल्व्ड, ओके, अ काइंड ऑफ bang happen, a kind of blast happen. And from that blast, what happened? Overall, all the universe has been created from that singular point of view, from that singularity. And that is known as the Big Bang Theory. Clear? So basically, Big Bang Theory, that's overall, what this Big Bang Theory said, that overall, the life on Earth has been taken place. And how many years ago? 13.7 billions years ago. ठीक है, 13.7 billion years ago, ठीक है, the life on the earth, on the universe has taken place. कैसे taken place? How it has taken place? Overall, the matter was very condensed in the very dense format, and from that dense format, it just erupted and created the life everywhere. And from the same incident, what happened? The planets have been built, ठीक है ना, the moon, sun, and number of things have been built. What is the sun? That day I told you, sun क्या है? Sun is a type of star. Sun is a type of star. Clear? This is what you need to understand from here. Now, next I'll talk about overall galaxies, galaxies and stars. Now, what are the galaxies and the stars? What are the galaxies and the stars? Now, galaxy. What is the galaxy? Galaxy. It is a you may call it as the uh, sprawling. You can call it a sprawling system. So galaxy is a sprawling system of gas, dust, thick, and dark matter. Dark matter. So basically, galaxy क्या है? What is the meaning of galaxy? In the galaxy, we have the sprawling system. Sprawling system is the system which is moving. ठीक है ना? The system which is moving. A sprawling system of it is the gas. It is combined of the gas, dust, and stars. So here we have the gases, dust, and stars, and the dark matter. These three things are there. These three things are there in the galaxy. Clear? And galaxies are very big in nature. If I want to classify the type of the galaxies we have, so basically we have three types of galaxies. Okay, now first is the elliptical galaxies. Elliptical galaxies. Second we have is the spiral galaxies, and next we have is the irregular galaxies. So these are the three types of the galaxy. Now question arises, in which type of the galaxy we live in, and what is the name of our galaxy? Clear? So basically, first of all, the name of our galaxy where we live is the Milky Way. It is the Milky Way. So Milky Way is the name of the galaxy where we live in. ठीक है, तो Milky Way क्या है? Milky Way, it is the name of the galaxy where we live in. Clear? Milky Way. In Hindi, this is known as the Akash Ganga. And this Milky Way, it is a kind of a spiral galaxy. Clear, everybody? Milky Way, it is a type of a spiral galaxy. Clear? Spiral galaxy. One more thing you need to understand, the name of the neighboring galaxy, it is Andromeda. Andromeda. So Andromeda is the name of the neighboring galaxy, that is the galaxy which is near to us or which is next to us. This is our galaxy. The name of our galaxy is Milky Way. This much things have been clear to you? This much things clear to you? इतनी चीजें क्लियर हो गई आपको? ठीक है? Now comes some more terms. We have some more terms. Some more definitions are there that we need to understand. First is your light year. Okay. First is your light year. Light year. What is the meaning of light year? Light year क्या होता है? What is the meaning of light year? Light year is the distance. Okay. Light year is a distance in which let's say for example, we have the speed of light. Speed of light. Speed of light is equal to 3 into 10 to power 8 meter per second. That is 3 lakh kilometer per second. So 3 lakh kilometer per second, this is the speed of light. Okay? So the distance traveled by the light at this speed in 1 year, is known as the light year. Clear? So if the light is traveling at the speed of 3 lakh kilometer per second, okay, and then the distance covered by this light, this particular light, in 1 year is known as the light year. Clear? And then one more term is there that you need to understand is the constellation. What is the meaning of constellation? Group of stars. Group of stars is known as the constellation. Clear, everybody? Group of stars is known as the constellation. ठीक है? इतनी हम चीजें समझ गए. Now, ठीक है? This much things we have understood. Now I'll talk about overall solar system. Solar system. Solar system. What is the meaning of solar system? So in the solar system, what we have here we have the sun. Sun is at the center of the solar system. Okay? And all the planets, all the planets, they are revolving around the sun. Sun is there at the center of the solar system and all the planets are revolving around the sun. And this system is known as the solar system because it is around the sun. So we're going to talk about the solar system, that is the system of the sun. Clear? Everybody? Now for that I need to show you something. Do I have that picture? Yep, I have that picture. Just wait a minute. I'll show you one picture first. अरे तो टाइप नहीं हो गया फिर. So this is the overall a picture of sun. Okay, a very detailed picture of sun. Here you can see sun has many zones. Sun has many zones. Clear? So overall, there are many layers of the sun. There are many layers of the sun. Okay. Now, so first, this picture is not that much clear. Wait a minute. This picture is clear. Now overall you can see the inner surface of the sun. Sun का जो inner surface है, the inner surface of the sun is known as the core. So first comes the core. Clear? Core has the temperature of nearly 15 million degrees Celsius. 15 million degrees Celsius. After the core, what comes? So core is the first one. Core is the first one. Then comes the radiative zone, which is the second one. The core is the first one. Second is radiative zone. Then comes the convective zone. Third one. Clear? Convective zones. And next comes the photosphere. So this is the photosphere. Fourth is the photosphere. And then comes the chromosphere. Fifth. And then comes the sixth one, which is the corona. So corona is the outer layer of the sun. Corona क्या है? It is the outer layer of sun. Clear? Corona is the outer layer of the sun. So these are the different types of the layer of the sun. These are the different types of the layer of the sun. One more thing. As we go from inside to outside, definitely the temperature of the sun will fall because the maximum temperature is there inside the sun. Clear? The maximum temperature is there inside the sun. So as will move from inside towards the out. The temperature should fall. But there is a problem, or there is a reversal of the temperature. For example, we have the fifth layer as the chromosphere. This is the chromosphere, the fifth layer, and this is the corona, the sixth layer. So overall, what should be the case? What should be the case? The overall temperature of the chromosphere should be higher than the corona. But what we have found that the temperature of the corona, it is more than the chromosphere. So there's what we have found. What we have found, a temperature inversion. What we have found? We have found a temperature inversion. Now, apart from that, can you see these dark spots here? Can you see these dark spots? Now, these are known as the sunspot. These are known as the sunspot. What is the meaning of sunspot? So, sunspots are the darker spots, and they are formed because of some activity, magnetic activity. And wherever you'll have the sunspots, overall the temperature of that place will be lower than the rest of the place. Clear? The temperature of that place will be lower from the rest of the places. That is something you need to understand. Clear, everybody? Okay? So this definition I told you, sunspot. Don't worry, we'll revise each and everything. Okay? Now comes one more, some more definitions. For example, the definition of the solar flare. What is solar flare? So all the energy that is radiated, you must see this. For example, overall this, can you see this thing? This is what? This thing which is coming out, it is what? It is a kind of a solar flare. So solar flares are the flares that comes out from the sun, and they create some sort of magnetic activity. Magnetic activities. Clear? Now these magnetic activity, for example, this is the sun, and let's say this is the earth. Now when these solar flares comes, or that is these magnetic lines come on the earth, they also interact with the magnetic lines of the earth, and then they creates what? Then they creates the northern lights. Then they creates overall northern lights. Northern lights. What is the northern light? Basically, in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere, we see some sort of light at a particular time, some particular time. And these lights are created because of the magnetic activity, because of the solar flare of the sun. Clear, everybody? Okay? And these lights, if they are created in the northern hemisphere, so these northern lights are known as the aurora. Aurora. And if these lights are created in the northern hemisphere, so it is known as the aurora borealis. And if it is created in the southern hemisphere, it is aurora australis. Clear, everybody? Till now, if you have any confusion, just let me know. Now I come and I'll talk about overall the planets. Clear? We'll talk about the planets. And this is overall the position of the planet. So this is what we have. We have the sun here. Okay? First you need to understand the position of all the planets and how you're going to memorize them. So we have the sun here, and then comes Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. This is the overall the sequence of the planet. Clear? If you want to memorize it, you may memorize it with any mnemonic. For example, my very special mother just served us nuts. So this is one of the mnemonic by which you may learn overall the positioning of the planet. How you gonna learn? Revise it with me. My very special mother just served us nuts. So this is overall the position of the planet. Clear? Now, after this, what I'm going to talk about. Now, what we have done, we have classified overall the planets. Okay, now what we have done, we have classified the planets on the basis of gaseous planet and terrestrial planets. Now, these three planets, these 4 planets, first 4 planets, you may say, these first 4 planets, and then I'm classifying them as the black. Clear? So these 4 planets, first 4 planets, these are known as the terrestrial planet. These are known as the terrestrial planet. Okay? And rest 4 planets, they are known as the Jovian planet. Jovian planet. Now these Jovian planet, they are made of the gas, and these terrestrial planets, they are made of the rocky substance. So they are made of the rock, you may say. So this is the classification we have done, jovial and terrestrial planet. Okay, now, or you may call them as the terrestrial planet, or you may also call them the inner planet, or to them you may call it as outer planet. Okay, so inner planet and outer planet, this is the 2 definitions. Anyone just confirm me if you are getting each and everything. If you have any doubt, just also let me know. आवाज सही सब सही है? If the audio video everything is clear, kindly inform me. Okay. So these inner planets, okay. If I talk about these inner planets, so basically they have warmer temperature, okay na, and overall they rotate very slow. Overall, I'm talking about the inner planet. This planet I'm talking about. Okay na, so they walk very slow. They have warmer temperature, smaller satellites. They don't have any rings also. Rings nahi hai. They don't have any rings. But and they are made up of rock. Earth is made up of rock only. Mars is made up of rock. Next comes the jovial planet. Jovial planet or gaseous planet. So they are the balloon of big, very giant gases, and they have lot of the rings also. Okay, and they have very colder temperature. They rotate very fast. Inner planet, that is the rocky planet, terrestrial planet, they don't rotate very fast. But jovial planet and outer planet, they rotate very fast. Okay, and they have the lots of the rings also. Density are very less because they are the gas. So this is what we have done, the classification of the planets on the basis of their inner and outer structure. Okay, which comes in the inner, which comes the outer. Now some more things about the planet. First comes the Venus. Now Venus is the planet which is very near, sorry, Mercury. Mercury is the planet, very first planet which is near to the sun. Now, so which is the hot, if I ask you which is the hottest planet, then you will say, sir, definitely Mercury is very near to the sun. Hence, Mercury will be the hottest planet. No, you are wrong. Mercury is not the hottest planet. Venus is the hottest planet. So if you talk about which is the hottest planet, Venus is the hottest planet. It is the hottest planet. Why not Mercury? Because Mercury don't has any atmosphere. Okay, everything is reflected from the Mercury, hence it is not the hottest one. Okay, so Venus is the hottest planet, and apart from that, Venus is so much covered with the carbon dioxide, and carbon dioxide, what carbon dioxide do? It just trap all the heat of the Venus, hence it is the hottest planet. Okay, it is known as the Venus is known as the Venus is also known as the morning or evening, okay, evening star. So Venus is also known as the morning and evening star. Okay, Venus is also known as the twin planet of Earth. So Earth का twin planet भी कहते हैं. We also called Venus as the twin planet of the Earth. ठीक है? We also call the Venus as the twin planet of the Earth or Earth's twin planet. ठीक है ना? It is the twins of the Earth. So Venus is known as the twins of the Earth. Clear? Now, and Mercury is the first planet. Mercury is the first planet, and it is the smallest planet too. It is the smallest planet. So Mercury is the first planet. Mercury is the smallest planet too. Okay? Venus is the hottest planet, and morning and evening star we called it. It is the Earth twin. Earth twin. Clear? Next comes the Mercury, Venus, and then the Earth. Earth is the habitable planet where we live. Okay? So overall, you need to understand the position of the Earth. So overall, the position of the Earth is third from the Sun. Earth position is third from the Sun, and Earth is known as the blue planet. Blue planet. Blue planet. Why? Because the water is present, and 70% of Earth is made up of the water. 70% of our body is also made up of the water. Next comes the Mars. Mars is known as the red planet because it is in red color. So it is known as the red planet. Mars is known as the red planet. Okay? And one more thing you need to understand, both Earth and Mars, they are located in the Goldilocks zone. So basically, one more term is there, Goldilocks zone. So both the Earth and the Mars, both are located in the Goldilocks zone. What is the Goldilocks zone? This is a term which has been asked in the previous year's examination, UPSC में, in UPSC also. ठीक है? Goldilocks zone is a kind of habitable, ठीक है ना? Habitable place, a place which is habitable, where you can live, is the Goldilocks zone. Clear, everybody? Goldilocks zone is a kind of, ठीक है, everything is clear. आवाज सही आ रही है? Goldilocks zone. Now, next comes, after the Mars, we have one belt known as the asteroid belt. What is in the asteroid belt? There you'll find basically a number of the kind of places, or you'll find debris, है ना? The overall remains of the planet, and these things you will find there. Next comes the Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet. Jupiter is it is the largest planet. Which one we have seen the smallest planet? Mercury is the smallest planet. So Jupiter is the largest one. And Saturn is the planet with the maximum ring. Okay? Saturn is the planet with the maximum ring. And next comes the Uranus. And Neptune is here. Clear? Neptune is here. One more thing you need to Titan. Titan is one of the satellite of Neptune. Titan is one of the satellite of Neptune. ठीक है? Titan is one of the satellite of Neptune. Clear? One more thing you need to understand. All these planets, they rotate. All these planets, they rotate anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means all the planet. If I talk about the rotation of the Earth, so this is the position of the Earth. This is north. This is south. This is west, and this is east. So Earth rotate from west to east. Earth rotate from west to east, and this rotation is the anti-clockwise. So all the planet rotate anti-clockwise except U and V. So UV means Uranus and Venus. Mercury, Venus. Venus is the second planet, the hottest one. And what we call Venus as the morning and evening star, Earth twins. Okay. So Venus, Uranus and Venus, they are the only planet which rotate clockwise, means which rotate from east to west. So Venus and the Mercury, they are the only planet which rotate from east to west. The rest all the planets, they rotate from west to east. Clear? So this is about the planet system, that is the planetary system. But till now, if you have any confusion, kindly let me know. These things are clear? Any doubt, anything that you have, kindly let me know. Clear? One more thing you need to understand is, I don't know whether it will be, okay. Yeah. This picture is something you need to understand, okay, for better clarity of some more concepts. Now, so here what we have, one picture that you need to understand. This is the overall picture. Now what is it? Let me zoom it for you. Okay. So here we have some terms. First is the comet. What is the comet? All those objects that are moving in, basically icy objects that are moving in the outer space, that is known as the comet. First, let me tell you the definition of the outer space. So if we are measuring a distance from Earth, so from Earth 100 kilometer distance. And if, let's say, for example, this is the Earth. So from Earth, if we measure a distance of 100 kilometer from Earth, if we measure distance of 100 kilometer, so that is known as the outer space. So outer space begins after the distance of 100 kilometer. Okay. Now, first comes the asteroid. This term, very important term, asteroid. So asteroid is, what is the asteroid? Asteroid. No, okay. First, asteroid. Asteroid is something, any object or any celestial bodies that are there in the space is known as the asteroid. Next, meteoroid. What is the meteoroid? Meteoroid means any celestial body which is approaching the Earth, which is approaching the Earth, okay, or coming close to the Earth is known as the meteoroid. And then meteor. What is the meaning of meteor? Meteor is known as the shooting star. Meteor is known as the shooting star. So when any celestial bodies enter on Earth, so because of friction, it takes the fire. It catches the fire. Clear? And because of that, the moment it catches the fire, ठीक है ना? It catches the fire, it become, है ना, a very lighting object. Okay? Now, so this is the meaning of meteor. And last is that you need to know is the meteorite. So what is the meaning of meteorite? All those celestial bodies that fall on Earth are known as the meteorite. All those celestial bodies that fall on Earth are known as the meteorite. Is that clear? This much thing is clear to you? This much thing is clear to you, everybody? Kindly confirm me. इतनी चीजें क्लियर, कोई डाउट है इसमें से अभी? If anyone is having any doubt, just let me know first. Till now. Okay. I believe no one is having any doubt. ठीक है, हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. So next thing is that we are talking about. Overall, that day I also explained about the latitude and longitudes. ठीक है. So what is the meaning of latitude and longitude? Let me explain it once more. ठीक है. So that you may have a better understanding of the same. ठीक है. Latitude and longitude. Now, so first, what I told you about the latitude and longitude. Let's say, for example, this is the Earth. If this is the Earth, so what we have done, we have drawn many lines on the Earth for our own convenience. Okay, this line, and also we have also drawn line in this type, in this format. Clear? So what I told you that day, long, something which is very long. When things become long, if I draw it like this, vertical, this is known as the vertical lines, and this is known as the horizontal lines. Horizontal lines. Vertical lines and horizontal lines. Clear? Now, if I draw on Earth some vertical lines, okay, let me draw it as a some first draw it some vertical lines. So if I draw some vertical lines, these are the vertical lines. So this is known as the longitude. Okay? So vertical lines, imaginary. Now these lines, these are not the lines which are there originally. These are not any lines which has been drawn on the Earth. These are just the imaginary lines. And this concept is something I have already explained to you. Okay? This concept is something I have already explained to you. Clear? So overall, these are the imaginary lines. Now, line which passes through 0 degree. ठीक है ना. The line which passes through the 0 degree is known as the prime meridian. Prime meridian. Clear? Prime meridian. And the line which passes from here on 82 and a half. 82 and a half. ठीक है. So 82 and a half, this is the line which passes through India. Which passes through India. Clear? And all these lines, they meet in this way. So basically their line they have drawn in this way. Okay, second line is this way. So overall, they all meet near the poles. And and apart from that, overall they are separated. They are separated by 1 degree, or you may call it as 1 degree is equal to 101 kilometer. 1 degree is equal to 101 kilometer. Clear? This is what you need to understand. This is the longitude. Next comes the latitude. What is the meaning of latitude? So, example, this is the overall Earth. So, if I draw a line here at the mid of it, that is on 0 degree. There, in this case of the longitude, the 0 degree line we are calling it as the prime meridian, from where we calculate the time also. Okay. In the case of latitude, the 0 degree is known as the equator, and the line above that at 23 and a half, and line above that, below that at 23 and a half, that is known as the Tropic of Cancer, and this is known as the Tropic of Capricorn. So Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, these are the two respective lines. Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is known as the two respective lines. A line that is there here that passes through the India is Tropic of Cancer. So Tropic of the Cancer is the line that passes through India. Clear, everybody? Tropic of the Cancer is the line that passes through India. Clear? Like this. Like this. So this is what that day I have already explained you about the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So this is overall the division of the zone that you need to understand. Okay, so this is the equator at 0 degree. Next, at 23 and a half, we have the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere, and 23 and a half in the southern hemisphere, we have the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Now, so this zone is known as the, for example, this zone overall torrid zone, and you may call it as the overall tropical area. Tropical area. Tropical area is that area which is there between the 23 and a half north and south is known as the tropical area, most fertile, most maximum availability of the sun. Maximum availability of the sun you will have from the same place. Maximum availability of sun. Okay? Clear? So this is the tropical area. Then here comes the subtropical area. This is the subtropical area. And then here you come the temperate area. Temperate is there at 66 and a half. At 66 and a half you have the temperate. Okay? और उसके बाद you have the frigid zone. So this is the overall classification. Kindly look at it again. First comes the tropical area, which is between this part. That is the 23 and a half north and south. Next comes the subtropical area. Subtropical area lasted from 23 and a half to nearly 45 and a half, nearly that. And then from 45 and a half to 66 and a half. Here what we have is the temperate area, temperate zone. And then comes the frigid zone, and then northern pole. Is that clear? This is the overall classification, overall division of the Earth on the basis of the division of the latitude. Okay? Now, moving forward, latitude, longitudes we have seen. Latitude and longitude, what we have seen. Now, this is the overall map of India. This is the overall map of India. This is the map of world. And here we can see this is the prime meridian. This is the prime meridian. Okay? This is the prime meridian. Now, overall, okay, this is known as the prime meridian. It is passes from 0 degree. Can you see? This is 0 degree. Clear? Now, and 1 hour is equal to overall 1 hour is equal to 15 degree. या ऐसे इसको ऐसे लिखो 15 degree is equal to 1 hour. 15 degree is equal to 1 hour. In this way, 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. This is the overall. This is the overall way in which you can calculate the time. This is the overall way in which you can calculate the time. Clear? Minute. This is the overall. This is the overall. Okay. This is the overall way in which you may calculate the time. Clear, everybody? Hmm? Now, moving forward. One more thing you need to understand. If you are going from here overall in the eastern direction, if you are moving in the eastern direction, what will happen? You may end up losing 1 day. ठीक है? You may end up losing 1 day. आपका एक दिन क्या हो जाएगा? You will lose your 1 day. ठीक है? You will lose your 1 day. Direction. What will happen? You may end up losing 1 day. Okay, 1 minute. I think there's some. Is it lagging? क्या लैग कर रहा है? कंफर्म करिए मुझे. अभी तो I think everything is okay. Now, clear? So what you need to understand? So this is something you need to understand. If you are going from west to east, what will happen or what is happening? You will end up gaining, you will end up losing 1 day. Okay, you will end up losing 1 day. Yeah, it is lagging, I think. It is lagging. Kindly confirm, is it lagging? 1 day. I think it is lagging. Wait a minute. Then I have one solution. I don't know why it does happen every time. Okay. Now is it audible? Visible? ठीक है. So this is what we have seen just now, right now. Now is it audible? Visible? ठीक है. This is what we have seen just right now. ठीक है. That overall, that if the line is passing, but if the overall the line is passing from here, that this line is there, as we have seen, this is the overall our prime meridian. This is the prime meridian. ठीक है ना? And if you are crossing from here to here, if you are moving from here to here, what is happening? If you are moving from here to here, what is happening? You end up losing 1 day. You end up losing 1 day. For example, let's say you're in India and it's Wednesday here. It's not Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Today is the Tuesday. It's Tuesday here. So what will be there in this part in the Canada and the USA? it must be Monday. Getting a point? So if you are moving from here to here, okay, you end up losing Monday. Clear, everybody? Okay. Now, in the context of India, what is the case? In the context of India, what is the case? In the context of India, we have what? We have this date line that I have just shown. And what is this? This is the longitude. Every time remember this thing, people, that whenever we talk about the longitude, okay, longitude is something that defines your position. Longitude is something that gives overall the time to your country. Okay, longitude is something that gives the time to your country. Now, in India, we have overall one main line one longitude which pass from 23 and a half, and that is something which passes from your that Allahabad. Okay, so it is passes from the Allahabad. Clear? That is something you need to understand. Now, the rotation and the revolution, very basic terms, very basic things that I have already explained. What is the meaning of rotation and what is the meaning of revolution? Now, rotation is if something is rotated on its own place. For example, this is my fist. If my fist is rotating on its axis, that is the meaning of rotation. So if Earth is rotating on its axis in this way, that is the meaning of the rotation. Clear? And if Earth is revolving, and because of rotation, what is happening? Day and night is happening. Because of rotation, what is happening? Because of rotation, day and night are happening. Okay? Because of rotation, day and night are happening. Next comes the revolution. What is the meaning of revolution? If this is the sun, if so, for example, we have considered this as the earth. Okay. If this is the earth and this is the sun, now this is the sun. If earth is moving around the sun in this way, that is known as the revolution. And because of revolution, what is happening? Overall, because of revolution, the seasons are happening. Change in season is happening because of the revolution. The change of season is happening. Okay. So if earth is rotating, what is happening? If earth is rotating, day and night are happening. Clear? And if earth is revolving, what is happening? So if earth is revolving, overall, because of the revolution of the earth, what is happening? If earth is revolving, so because of the revolution of the earth, the seasons are happening. Okay, na? The season will take place only because of the revolution of the earth. And overall, when Earth rotate on its own axis, and always remember this thing, Earth is tilted. So, for example, this is the Earth that we have. So, Earth is not like this. Earth is tilted. And what is the shape? What is the name of the shape I told you for? Earth is not of the spherical shape, and neither of the spherical shape nor of the X shape. Earth, the name we have given is geoid, Geoid, geoid shape. This is the shape I told you, Geoid, geoid. So geoid is the name of the shape of the earth. Geoid is the name of the shape of the earth. Clear? And what is the specialty about this shape, geoid? Geoid specialty of the shape is geoid. Geoid shape is that overall from the up and down they are flat. So earth is like a flat body. For example, this is the picture of the earth you may see. Okay, so from here and from here, it is flat. And that is the shape of geoid. That is the shape of geoid. Clear, buddy? Now, Earth complete one rotation in 24 hours. Rotation in 24 hours, but Earth complete one revolution in 365 days and 1/4 day too. Means 365 days and 6 hours. In 365 days, 6 hours, Earth complete one revolution. Okay? One revolution. And that's 6 hours. 365 days, 6 hours, 365 days, 6 hours. In this way, when we calculate this 6 hour in a for 4 years, that culminate into one complete year, and hence after every 4 year, the February is of 29 days. I think I have explained it beautifully. Again, I think I have explained it beautifully. Now, what else we have? Now what we have overall this spring equinox that you need to understand. The equinox, a very beautiful term in geography. equinox. What is the equinox? Now you see this is the position of sun. Can you see this position of sun? The very red hot sun. And what is this that is moving? It is the earth. So earth is earth is revolving and rotating at the same time. Always remember thing, earth is rotating on its axis and also earth is revolving around the sun on the same time. And because of rotation, what is happening? Day and night in 24 hours. And because of revolution, what is happening? Change of the seasons. And here we are talking about the overall, the effect on the earth, effect on the atmosphere of the earth, it for effect on the climate of the earth, weather of the earth. Now, can you see this position? Now, first of all, earth is tilted. Okay, so earth is not it is not like this, it is tilted at 23 and a half, as we have seen. And this is, for example, if earth is straight, so overall this should be the, if earth is straight, this should be the line. This should be the line, but this is not the right line. Okay, we have, this is the axis, this is the axis, and this is axis. This axis is tilted at an 23 angle. So this is the angle of 23 from the sun, from the main plane. So the vertical plane hai, the vertical plane, it is making an angle of 23. In this way, when earth is rotating here from here to here, two position comes that you need to understand. One thing is the first position is the summer solstice. Summer solstice. What is the meaning of summer solstice? Summer solstice means overall this thing will culminate or will take place on 21st of June. So summer solstice, it will take place on 21st of June. So what is happening on 21st of June? Maximum sunlight is there in the northern hemisphere. So you may see the sun. Okay, let me zoom it for you. Okay, so you may see the sun here. Now you may see the sun. Now in this case, you know, this is the overall, this upper part is the northern hemisphere. This is northern hemisphere. And now during this time, most of the sunlight are exposed, or most of the northern hemisphere is exposed to the sunlight. And when most of the northern hemisphere is exposed to the sunlight, okay, so hence there is a summer. There's a summer, and hence we are calling as the summer solstice. So we are calling it as a summer solstice from the context of the northern hemisphere. From the context of the northern hemisphere, we are calling it as the summer solstice. Clear? Now, as this earth will move at this position, now here, at this position, here you may see that northern hemisphere is totally, most of the northern hemisphere is covered in dark, and hence it is known as the winter solstice. So winter solstice take place on 22nd of December. So on 22nd of December, we have the occasion of winter solstice. So now from here you understood overall two position of the earth. One position in which northern hemisphere of the earth is exposed to the sun, means this position, and is known as the summer solstice on 21st of June. And the second position is winter solstice. Winter solstice in which the northern hemisphere is not exposed to the sun, and that is known as the winter solstice, happened on 22nd of June. Many questions have been asked directly from the same concepts. Clear? Now comes the autumn season. What is the autumn season? Autumn season is a season, or for example, equinox. The proper word, exact word is the equinox. So what is the meaning of equinox? So equinox is that time where northern and southern hemisphere, they both overall have equal amount of sunlight. That is known as equinox. So it is the 21st of March, 21st of March, is spring equinox, and 23rd of March, that is the 23rd of September, that is the autumn equinox. So these are the two positions of the sun, that is four positions of the earth that you need to understand. Winter solstice, summer solstice, and equinox, spring equinox, and autumn equinox. Okay? Let me read it more for you. So if I talk about the 21st of June, it is a summer solstice. ठीक है ना, what you have seen summer solstice. In this summer solstice here, in this case summer solstice, what is happening? Maximum sunlight is in the northern hemisphere. So northern hemisphere, the sun will be towards the northern hemisphere. Sun will fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer. Now I'm not reading, I'm already explaining you the things and then I'm reading. ठीक है, ठीक है. So there will be maximum exposure of the sun on the northern hemisphere, and we will experience the longest day on 21st of June. So 21st of June will be considered as the longest day. On opposite to that, we have the winter solstice. So winter solstice is 22nd of December. Okay, 22nd of December. Take now this winter solstice, and now we celebrate the Christmas also. In this way, in the winter solstice, the overall northern hemisphere will not experience the maximum sun. This is the winter solstice. So can you see this? In this winter solstice, the maximum sun is exposed to the southern hemisphere. Hence, southern hemisphere is exposed, or Tropic of Capricorn is exposed to the direct layer of sunlight. And it is the Christmas is celebrated in Australia in summer season. So Christmas is celebrated in Australia in the summer season, and that is something I told you. The spring equinox, 21st of March, and autumn equinox, ठीक autumn equinox in 23rd of September. ठीक है? So that is something you need to understand from the particular thing, from the particular direction. ठीक है? Now, overall, till now, if you have any problem, let me know. Till now, if you have any problem, and unfortunately, you guys have not uh, given any comment till now. Kindly tell me whether you have got the concept that I want to try to explain you or not. If you have any doubt for the today's class, kindly let me know. And then tomorrow we'll move and we'll talk about some more concepts. We'll talk about the seismic wave activities and some more things. And kindly also tell me whether this format, for example, let's say if I'm explaining you the things with my own hands, with my own creativity, my face is visible properly, this much is good, or that pen option is very much good. Actually, it is lagging, that's why. Kindly revert, kindly reply me. Give me a valuable comment. At least tell me whether you understood this thing or not. Whether you have understood it or not. Understood? Okay, then. Next class will be tomorrow the same. Yes, sir, we understand. Okay, tell me one more thing. If I want to explain in this way, from the, like, if I'm explaining in this way without pen tab, is it okay? Are you getting the concept in this way? Because sometimes that tablet creates the lag. So that's why I'm asking. And I will continue the classes in this way only. Will be very interactive. Don't worry about the interaction. And I think this is something more interesting or more interactive. Here you may see the things and I'll explain it in my own way. I'm not going to write much, but I'm going to explain much. Okay? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for your cooperation. So tomorrow only I have ordered one device. So with that device, maybe the lagging I'll be able to reduce the lagging. And if it is not reducing, we'll go in this way. Okay? And then later on when I'll have the money, so I'll arrange that pen tab, one more pen tab. Okay? So thank you for the wonderful class. I'll meet you on the same time tomorrow. Stay tuned, stay blessed. Till then, take a goodbye. Thank you. This is Mohit Tiwari signing off. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.